Bière Américaine, which I think just means American beer. Did this have music? It do. It's going to take a second to show up for you. There we go. The future. A series of catastrophes around the world have brought about the collapse of nearly all governments and nations. Law and order exist only as memories. Violence and anarchy are rampant. American beer is still terrible. Canada stands alone, a bulwark against the waves of crime and lawlessness. Canadian beer remains strong. As a final act of pettiness and jealousy before the last Congress destroys itself in a globally televised gunfight in the halls of the Senate, the United States redraws the national boundary to foist the decaying city of Detroit off on Canada. Canada's national crime rate increased to 17,000% overnight. American beer, sold only in the new Canadian city of Detroit, becomes a prize for Quebecois, rebels, and nonconformists. Emilien Emad, eldest statesman among the Canadian Mavericks, finds himself in Detroit, arms laden with cases of Budweiser and Coors. After night has fallen, he needs your help to find a safe route to his truck parked at the edge of town. This next one is legit fun. For a slide puzzle. Oh no. I saw a picture of this. Arrange the tiles to create a safe route back to Emilien's truck. Okay. How hard can it be? It's just a slide puzzle. I'm terrible at slide puzzles, by the way. Wait. I'm gonna say we might be here for a while. If I want to switch these two places, how do I do that? Because I can't. Let's just shuffle things around a bit and create a mess. That's how you start. It's a really narrow puzzle, though. I don't know, like, the technique of swapping pieces around when there's so little space. There probably is a technique to it. Or is it just to get, like, do this enough times and it just clicks somewhere? Not yet. Well, yeah, because it also has to connect to the car. So hold on. Which pieces can align with the car? This one can. So this is a valid option. That one cannot be it because it goes outside the bounds. Is this one also valid? This one's also valid. Okay. Yep. I haven't gotten that far yet. We're working on it. Like, I'm trying to define potential pieces that could, in theory, work here. The only way I currently know how to move stuff around effectively is like this. Just move stuff around. I can't replace this tile in the current situation, though, can I? There's no way. I think this music loop might drive me slowly insane while playing this. And slow might not be the right word for it. Well, that's a dead end. So we can't do that. Or that. That looks promising, but now we need to find a piece that would connect here. And the only piece that would connect there would be this one. So that can't be it. That's not a valid solution. This one also is not valid. Is this one the valid piece that needs to be there? Because if so, how? Wait. Is there something here? No. The maple leaf cursor makes it all worthwhile. Agreed. This reminds me, I really need to start... I've been planning to replay, now that the story mode's fully out, The Long Dark. Because I really like the theme of it, and I've waited for years for them to make the story mode, and now it's finished. It's been for a while, so I just haven't gotten around to it. Like, this configuration feels like it has potential, but then again, it kind of doesn't. Because these don't align. I've been trained to find this like the pointy end of things. I've spent a long time designing cursors for my own games too, so I appreciate what this is doing. I'm assuming you can't go over the bounds of the external walls, because that would be fiendish. But this isn't working. I'm trying to see if there's any piece that would, like, if this goes here, but none of these have a working right side connection that would help us. I feel so dumb. Like, I genuinely feel like I've given myself brain damage somehow, and this is just supposed to be easily solvable. There's 7 freaking pieces on the screen. That's not so hard. It can't be. Ponch, what have you done? What have you done to my brain? This cannot be legal. He's turned us all American. That's what's happened here. Is it gonna have to be like the longest possible route? No, it can't be. Or can it? No. I'm tempted to click on the pieces in tune with the music. I don't think that's going to be helpful. Because again, I can't switch these two pieces. They're kind of linked. Once you lock a corner piece in place, you can't move it. So you have to just lock it down. Basically, we need to lock down both corners somehow, and then have the central 4 in a configuration that we can work with. I refuse to accept that this is so difficult. Is something wrong with my brain here? Like, I'm just trying to see which pieces could theoretically even connect, and I'm not seeing the connection. Like, here we would have a piece going down here, but this doesn't help us. And now we can only rotate these 4 pieces, because we can't replace these 2 anyhow. And this part's useless now. That's not going anywhere. Surely it doesn't do like a weird loop around from here. I wouldn't accept it. I don't like this game very much. Story was better than the gameplay. You don't think it loops? The music? Oh yeah, like you mean the spatial loop? Yeah, I don't think so either. It would be thoroughly unfair if it did, without any kind of indication for it. So I don't think so either. Hello, my other mascot has joined us now. There's 2 cats. 2 hungry fuzzballs demanding their evening meal. Looping would be a good unfair idea. I have to. Yeah, exactly, because you wouldn't tell anyone that it loops. You would just give them this puzzle, and then, like, only once the solution clicks, the game highlights the path, and it just has a little icon that goes outside of the screen and comes back from the other side. Like a donut world or something. Have I mentioned that I'm an evil person when it comes to designing games myself? Okay, hold on. This feels like we're close to something here. I felt like I was close to something, but then I wasn't. Like, we get from here to here. I clicked on the dude and the game crashed. Ponch! I broke your game! An internal error has occurred. Unable to load the room file, room 64. Room file was not found or could not be opened. I didn't even try to do anything. I just clicked on the dude, wondering if there was like a hidden message there or something to pass the time. Let's try that again. I think we can skip the intro this time. Okay. First off, I'm going to take the liberty of assuming that this tile here, which is now connected to the car, is not the right tile to connect to the car. So we're going to eliminate that from our selection. As a asshole game designer quirk. So instead we're going to use this tile, except no, that's not going to go anywhere. This tile's not going to go anywhere. Do we even have other tiles that could connect there? That's not going to work. That's not good. That's hopeless. No, we're coming back to the same tile, aren't we? Huh, okay. Okay, I think we're back in the configuration we were in just before it crashed. What if I click on the car? The car doesn't do anything, okay. Let's not click on the little dude again. The first one you tried could have worked. It could have, but it needs to also pair with the tile it gets underneath it, because that one cannot be swapped once the corner piece is in place. And it didn't have a good connection there, so I don't think it works. If we had a different tile here, if these two would just be kind enough to connect, like if we could just partially move this tile down. Don't have to go all the way, just partially. And it will work perfectly. No? God damn you. Could you not just walk this little distance here? You know? This would be so much easier, buddy. Frickin' Canadians. Nothing but trouble. You can swap them. How do you swap them? Because if I want to move this out of here, it requires me to rotate all of these, but there's no space to rotate them into without also moving this out of the place. How do I... Oh, right, because then I can... I need to move them both first. And then I can do like this to swap them around. Oh no. Wait, so I have to like pair them up before. This is evil. This is just incredibly evil. Hold on. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I don't think this is working. This piece going up here, the only connection I can find for it would be this, and that would go right, so that's not gonna work. Do we have other connection pieces that would take from below here? We have this. That could work. It's... Oh... Wait. So I need to get, like... If I could get this piece here now and shift that down, then this would work. So I need to find a solution. Hold on. I see the solution. I don't know how to pull it off because it requires too many movements ahead than my brain can currently process. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I think we got somewhere here. So if I want to move oh no, I'm not mentally equipped to handle this. I need the physical pieces here, so I don't have to click on them. I can fiddle them. I need like a physical object. I got a 3D printer in the other room. I need to like design this and 3D print this puzzle as a physical thing. I can then mail it to Ponch as a Christmas present. Along with some Finnish beer. I think I've made this worse. Yeah, because now this piece is stuck here. I messed it up. So many redundant moves you have to do. No, it still isn't right. No, it's worse again. I keep making it worse somehow. I don't know if this is very entertaining for you folks. There's cats in the background. You enjoy the cats in the background while I hurt myself. Mentally. Not physically, don't worry. The coffee's gone cold. Everything's miserable. It's Canada's fault, I tell you. It's always Canada's fault. I know how to do this puzzles and Rubik's Cubes for a couple of weeks when I was 12, for God's sins. I was never any good with sliding block puzzles. I could never figure out a Rubik's Cube. I have a friend who's really good at Rubik's Cubes and logic puzzles, but I've never been much good with any of that stuff. Okay. If I want a specific piece here, then when I do this, they have to be in order with this, and then before it needs to be the piece I want to be above it, right? So, can I rotate them without having to break this pattern up? This is my problem with these kinds of puzzles. Once I have a piece and I feel it's in the right place, I don't want to move it anymore. But I think the key here is that you have to break the existing pattern a bit in order to get to where you want to go. And my brain just refuses to acknowledge that as a possibility. It's why I can't play city builders very well, because I build a part of the city, and then when it comes time to renovate it and improve it, I'm like, I can't tear it down. I already built it. It's there. It's perfect. It's never going to get changed. So this will need to be down here. No, wait. That's not right. I had a plan and I forgot what it was. That's not going to connect. It was... my brain. My poor brain. We might be at a 0 out of 4 again in a moment. I don't know if I can pull this off. Like, I'd have to, like, draw myself instructions beforehand somehow. Like... No, wait. That was an accident. Whatever I did. Perfect. I meant to do it. Use the arrow keys. Is this like a maze you can fall off on? Is that the trick here? And then you have to start over if you mess it up. I don't know. I'm scared. Like, this ain't so bad. I'm used to, like, the old Sierra games where you started moving by tapping and had to stop manually. This at least has you holding the the button down. That was a complete fucking accident, by the way. I made no mental connection there. I was just fumbling around with the pieces. Okay, let's get this beer. Are there more levels? I'm terrified now if there are. victory! Foreshadowing's a literary technique. I know. I wonder if I'm gonna get copyright struck on YouTube for this. Probably. I'll replace it with some funky music instead.
Shake it down, break it down, all around, hallowed ground, lost and found, homeward bound, the Detroit sound is coming round. Lion Town, roaring down, Tiger Town, on the mount, hockey town, shoot the puck, take them down, don't give a what?
Be sure to vote. I sure will. Not necessarily this game, because it hurt my brain too much. I'll probably have to vote one of the games I actually managed to beat, though, so if I fail to beat the others... Le blah! It's not why I should profiling, Miss Emerald. I pulled you over because you were speeding! I don't know if that's the right accent for anything. Your truck is riddled with bullet holes. You're hauling American beer, which is the same as hauling dangerous chemicals without a license. Do you know how much food coloring and MSG is in that stuff? MSG's good, though. It's tasty. Le blah, buddy! Who was chasing you? Le point. There really is a player following you. Hello, it's me! Le comble. Sorry I didn't believe you, Mr. Emard. You just fib a bunch, that's all. Gosh, a real live player. We haven't had one of you guys around here for a while. Yeah. Apparently, I'm a cameo this time. Super exciting, eh? It's okay, I'm not offended or nothing. Got my start in the MAGS game, and I'm just excited to be back, even just for a cameo. Who knows, if enough of you hosers vote for this game, the 2034 AC series might get a proper sequel. Is this called vote harvesting? Everybody's doing it. All the big game studios are making sequels and prequels, so go vote for us, you knobs. Bye. Bye. Is it going to dump me? It is going to dump me back to desktop. Wonderful. I'm never a huge fan of doing that, like just dumping the player to the desktop. Have an end screen, like with a final button press, or have a main menu drop the player back to. It's just a lot more graceful when the player actually has control over when they exit the program instead of just being dumped out. But it's a MAGS game. I can't complain too much. 2 down, 2 to go.